So I found a video of a woman using Brazilian Jiu Jitsu to fight off a knife attacker, and we're going to take a look at it now. So this is from 2019, and it's also from Brazil, so I don't really know of the context. It's a little old, and I don't speak Portuguese, so I don't know what happened before or after. I do know the woman ended up being okay, and the man got arrested, so I guess that's good. I'm going to try to avoid pausing when we watch this, but I'm going to have to do that every now and again, so, I apologize. I need to be able to make the point in a way that you guys are going to understand. But with that said, let's take a look. So this is the woman and this is the man right here. And first things first, the best self-defense is not being in a place where bad things happen in the first place. And this woman, if she could have avoided walking home alone at night, she should have. She should have taken a friend with her, either that, or if she couldn't avoid it, she should have tried to stick to populated areas. Take the long way home if it means you're walking through a plaza or something like that where there's going to be people, because that means more witnesses and potentially more help. This guy was probably waiting on this street, like, okay, one of these women is going to walk by soon. So here's the knife. He immediately tries to kind of put her in a headlock position, and what she does is she uses her left arm to post on this arm, his right arm. This is the arm that has the knife, and this is pretty much exactly what you would want to do. One thing I will say, though, is that it may not have been a bad idea, depending on the situation, to preemptively either run, or if she felt like running wasn't a good idea, fight. There's this weird myth where people believe that you have to wait until someone is literally trying to attack you to defend yourself, and that's not the way it works, you know. And I'm not telling you to break the law. Obviously, check with the law in your area and always stick to what the law says. Consult a lawyer and all that stuff. This is not legal advice, but I'm willing to bet down this long road there was probably some kind of comment from her saying like, hey, thanks for trying to be my friend, but I'm not really looking for friends right now. I just want to get home. And there was probably some attempt on his part to kind of be like, well, what, why not, you're being kind of mean right now. Depending on what was said, she probably could have attacked a lot sooner instead of her waiting to get attacked to spring into action. But since that didn't happen, she's doing a really good thing right now, which is trying to isolate the arm. Okay, this arm cannot swing forward to stab her because she's posted on it. And if he wants to try and get that free, he's going to have to move it far enough back as to where the girl's arm is not making contact with his arm anymore. And even then, there's ways to ensure that if that happens, you're going to be able to post back on the arm. So this guy's kind of stuck here. So he just kind of falls to the ground, and she is over his legs, and she stands up, and she ends up almost falling over. What she could have probably done in this situation, what she could have probably done in that situation was try to go for a mount. We'll pull it back just a little bit, right? Here. What she probably could have done in this situation is tried her best to climb up, go to a mount, and put this knee on his arm, right? That way, she would have been that much safer from the knife. She feels the arm right now. She's got this pulled over her head, which is actually a really good argument for why gi is not unrealistic for the streets or anything like that. This woman who does jujitsu has to contend with her sweatshirt being used against her right now. So, and this guy doesn't even train. But it probably would have been a better idea for her to try and stay on top and isolate the arm. Instead, she stood up. I'm not trying to say that's like, she's bad at this or anything like that. I'm just giving you guys what could have been better. So she stands up. She almost falls back at one point, and then she saves herself. But then she ends up falling over, and she immediately tries to pull a guard. That's better than nothing. She's still got the hand as well. That's a very good piece for her. She's still got wrist control on that knife, and she reverses the situation almost. Almost. Oh no, she is now in a mount position, and she is doing a very, very smart thing, which is not just doing sport jujitsu. Slamming the head against the ground is not a bad choice at all. She does need to be very careful about that knife hand, though. And right now, the knife hand is free. Luckily, this guy is so uncoordinated, he just fell over. So she is now free, and she's running because she now has an opportunity. And that was a very smart move on her part. She does jujitsu, so she's in probably better shape than this guy, so she's able to outrun him from what it appears. There was a second angle. I'm curious about what happened. So We see they're just around the corner. They're in the middle of the fight right now. This is where it starts to go haywire, where she ends up falling over. She gets out of that, and I'm curious if there's anything more. I actually stopped watching at this point to make this video. And nope, that's it. Apparently, this is her eye. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's just a great example of how Brazilian Jiu Jitsu can help you in a self defense situation. I'm a pretty big critic of Jiu Jitsu, even as a black belt. I literally just got my black belt last week, but it doesn't mean that Jiu Jitsu is not helpful at all. There's a lot of situations where having some kind of grappling knowledge is absolutely, positively, 100% going to improve your chances. Not by 100%, but it is completely and totally going to improve your chances of not getting hurt or not getting as hurt as you could have been. So I thought that was an interesting video. I wanted to take a look at it with you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like and also sub for more. If you have anything to say, leave a comment down below. I also have a Patreon. I'm not that active on it, but I am going to try to get more active on it. It's $5 a month for a bunch of backlogged content that you guys have never seen, and then also early access to videos much like this one. I hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, good luck out there.